Welcome to Azure Marketplace One-on-One, a series of short videos on Azure Marketplace. The idea here is to help you understand Azure Marketplace and guide you through selling your solution on the marketplace. My name is Mayur Tendulkar and I am a customer engineer with Microsoft India. You can reach out to me on my social media coordinates displayed on this page. So, let's get started. In this video, I am going to walk you through the technical configuration requirements and technical flow related to software as a service or SaaS product offering on Azure Marketplace. When we talk about making a solution transactable on Marketplace, there are three requirements. The first one is to have a landing page. The second one is to have a webhook. And the third one is something called as a metering API if you are using some custom metering dimensions. Now let's see how all of this is required and how this plays an important role in the SaaS journey. Now consider there are three entities involved in this scenario. The first one is the Azure Marketplace. The second one is the publisher, that is you who is publishing your solution on the marketplace. And the third one is the user, which is your customer. Now let's assume that you have already published your solution on the marketplace. Now the customer is on the Azure Marketplace and is searching for the solution. He finds your solution, and as your solution is transactable on the marketplace, the customer says that, hey, I want to buy it now or get it now. In this case, what actually happens is the marketplace sends the customer to the publisher's landing page. So this is the first requirement. While sending this customer to the landing page, a token is sent. Okay, so the landing page has the query string token, which accepts the token. Now you as a publisher needs to call an API with the marketplace. This API is called as a resolve API, which will resolve this token with the marketplace. In a nutshell, what actually happening is this token is going to provide you the customer information. So for example, I am on the marketplace and I want to buy your solution. So this token will contain my information and what product I want to buy. So as a publisher, you will get to know who is your customer and what products the customer is interested into and what plan he is interested into. Now on this landing page, this customer can make some changes. For example, this product is, let's say, a number of user spaces. So in this case, the customer can say that, hey, I want to buy this product for 10 users, 15 users, or there could be some custom metering dimension. For example, number of documents processed. You will be charging on those number of documents processed. So in this case, the customer can say that, hey, I want to buy your solution to process 1000 documents per month. So in this case, the customer provides that information, and you as a publisher calls the next API, which is basically activate. So you activate this subscription on the marketplace. So what actually happens is, behind the scene, I will use the multicolor pen over here, the customer starts using your services. Okay, so what actually happens is the customer is using your services and there are some custom metering dimension, as I said. So in this case, what you as a publisher needs to do is call the metering API almost every hour and send the information of utilization to Microsoft Marketplace, Microsoft Azure Marketplace. So Azure Marketplace gets to know that, okay, this customer is processing, let's say, 10 documents, 15 documents, or in a month has processed 1000 documents, so that the marketplace can charge this customer at the end of the day depending on that consumption. So that's why the landing page is important. That's why the metering API is important. So the landing page receives a token. That token contains the customer information. The metering API is about sending you the information to marketplace about the utilization that customer is consuming or having this utilization on your end. Now the third important or the second topic listed over here is a webhook. Now if suppose this customer is using the services on Azure and that customer has provided the credit card, but that credit card is expired, in that case Microsoft Azure Marketplace needs to send you that information that, hey, this customer has expired credit card, so you need to suspend that subscription. So in that case, you need to implement a webhook. This webhook is basically communication from Microsoft sites to your portal telling you that, hey, what is the status of that subscription, whether it is activated, deactivated, reinstantiated, suspended, what is the status. So Azure Marketplace will be telling you about that subscription status to you, and you will be taking care of that. Make sure that you need to have all these three available 24/7, especially the landing page and the webhook. Metering API you can call once in a hour and send this information to Azure Marketplace. But then whenever customer is trying to buy the solution, you need to have a 24/7 landing page available, and you need to have a 24/7 webhook available. So you can implement webhook in Azure Function, or you can create a logic app as well. Landing page you can create in any technology stack. Just make sure that you are accepting the token and resolving it with the Azure Marketplace. Now to call these APIs, the Resolve API, the subscription activation APIs, you need to have an access token. This access token you can get by registering your application with Azure Active Directory. So you will register an application with Active Directory, and using that Active Directory you will get something called as access token, and using that access token you will resolve this token, and you will also call this activate APIs. So the fourth requirement which is listed is access token, which you can take by registering your application on Active Directory. So if you go to the Partner Center, let me bring that up for you. So here we have this landing page URL where I have provided this URL of marketplace offer.azurewebsites.net, and the sign up is the page where I am accepting the token. So the token will be provided something like this. Token is equals to, so there will be this token which I need to accept and resolve with the Resolve API, which is part of the SaaS Fulfillment API. Then this is the second requirement, which is the connection webhook. So I have implemented a Azure function which accepts this request or data from the Azure Marketplace and works on that. And to resolve these APIs, I have registered an application with the directory Active Directory. This is the tenant ID of my Active Directory, and this is the application ID of my application. We will get deep dive into this detailed flow of technical configuration in the next video. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, do reach out to me, or you can go to this this documentation about the SaaS configuration or the SaaS fulfillment APIs, and I will share the links in the bottom. Thank you.